Alright, I think we're live. Are we live? Hey, what's up everybody? Good morning to you all. Alright, I think if we're ready, we're gonna jump in right away and do some talking.
But who is the hero of our tale?
So I'm gonna do a countdown, I guess. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Fable 2.
Then let his destiny unfold.
Alright, so good morning everybody. Hope you have your coffee and breakfast ready for the run. Gonna be hanging out together for the next 3 hours with this hot Fable 2 speed game.
Oh, what was that? Oh, yuck.
So I think I'm gonna
That's lucky.
talk about a little bit of the story right away, because I'm sure there's probably a good amount of people that
Look, little sparrow.
don't know anything about this game.
Castle Fairfax looks
So the story
starts.
starts, the main character and our sister, his sister Rose, are two orphans living in the street trying to survive.
Really lonely since his wife and his little girl died.
And we're gonna see him in a bit. There's gonna be this merchant traveler
We could live there.
that sells like magic items. And
What is going on
one
over
of these magic items,
there? Come with me, little brother.
our sister Rose, it's gonna be a magic music box. And Rose is gonna be pretty interested in that. The magic box apparently can grant any single wish that you want. But Rose is not really buying that. But there's this character that's gonna be talking to Rose. Her name is Teresa, which which I'm pretty sure is actually the sister of the main character in Fable 1. Although I'm not really sure because I haven't played that game yet. But yes, this is a Xbox 360 version. There's no PC version for this game, as Amara. Otherwise, I haven't heard about it.
Just remember, the magic only works if you look at it in complete darkness. Ah, now this is truly a
So Teresa is gonna convince her that to buy this magic box to try it out.
is actually a device created by
So,
the ancients, as used by the old
First few part of the game, the childhood section, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to gather some money to buy this magic box.
There's no such thing as magic.
No pushing. You can stand at the back.
We live in grim times indeed, if the young are too world-weary to believe in magic. Most children your age believe eagerly.
Look, I can see your eyes are bad, but I'm telling you, that music box is rubbish.
That's what the seller thinks. He has no idea what he stumbled upon. But you have an inkling, don't you?
So the start of this run, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much
You really think it could be?
options that we can do. It's really about
For 5 gold coins, you could
doing all these events that we have to do to progress with the main story. So it's just about
At the end of
optimizing
that week, you and your little
as much as you
sister will
can
be no closer to your
with
dream, no closer to the inside of that beautiful castle.
what you can.
What if it is real?
And most of these
We
events,
could get 5 gold pieces.
the trigger
Maybe this
to
could be
these
a way out
events
with her
are
afterwards.
based
What is there to lose, little sparrow?
around Rose. Rose is the
Come on,
trigger
there must
for
be
these
something
events. So
else.
like, for example, right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manipulate Rose
Hey, kids.
so she
Come
can
here.
talk to the guard as soon as possible.
Hello, Derek. Lose something?
My arrest warrant.
Next, we're gonna talk to this guy.
For now, let's find some more money.
And if we take a photo for him, he's gonna give us 1 gold coin.
Very well.
Now, if you notice, my character is not really facing the correct direction. Looks a bit silly. Doesn't do anything for the speedrun, but if you hold the first person button or you take the photo, it like keeps the same position. Ah, I missed it. All right. So one of the few things that that's difficult about optimizing this section. Well, I'll talk about it in a second.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Having a bit of fun. What's it to you? He hit a girl. Yeah, and now I'm gonna hit another one.
All right, so there's gonna be 2 controller strat in this run, like you just see now. Right there is pretty minor, but you can
Right in the head.
use
Thanks for your help. I could have taken him though.
second controller to spawn another character, so I can beat up that guy a little bit faster.
Poor thing. You've had a horrible time. Don't be scared.
But anyways, what I wanted to talk about earlier is so whenever the screen fades to black, you actually, after a certain amount of frames, you can actually gain control of your character still.
I'm sorry.
You can turn the camera and move your character.
I want with it.
But you don't need a drink. Buy some food for it.
Come on, little sparrow. Let's go. Need help with something?
And now this section right here is pretty much
Shoot
the
to kill.
more or less
And while
tutorial
you're breaking
on
their
how
hateful
to
little heads
use
open,
your gun.
try not to break any of my stuff.
I guess I could take some time to explain a little bit of the controls in this game. So obviously you control your character, you move your character with the left joystick, and then you can hold the A button to run,
Oh, crap.
and then for your attacks you the X button is your melee weapons button. The Y button is your gun, shooting your gun, and then the B button is going to be for magic, which we don't have yet.
Hey, look at that, Betty. 2 sets of twins.
Alright.
It's that dog again.
Get my booze back.
Oh, that would look nice on a mantle.
Let's find this magpie guy.
So we're gonna give this wine to the lady, and we're gonna get
Never
another
mind,
gold
little
coin.
sparrow.
Give
Let's
me
go
the
collect our
wine.
gold from the lady and the tramp.
Hold it. There's some paper in the bottle. I think this is yours.
I used to be in a...
Well done. You probably saved his life. And that's 3 gold coins now.
Alright,
Just 2
pretty
more
straightforward.
for the music box.
So most of these little events you can either choose for like the good choice or the evil choice.
Found them?
Most of them don't really matter, but this one right here, when you give the warrants, is actually the only one that matters, because it's gonna change. It's gonna change the
You again?
how the Bowstone Old Town in the future is gonna be, and that's gonna change like the house price, a little bit of the layout, and like who lives in the houses.
What's the matter with you?
Oh,
Knock on the door and let's see you.
So for purposes, I actually need to do the good choices, and more on, yeah, so more on that later. It's gonna make more sense later, but yeah, for now just need to get that final gold piece. There we go.
What do you want?
Just gonna go upstairs,
We've got a
talk to
letter.
this lady.
We need 1 gold for the postage.
There you go.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so? Come on in.
I think
This is wonderful.
Come on.
Hello,
Can't wait to see
children.
what it can do.
And we buy the music box.
Come to buy the music. Let's go make our wish, little sparrow.
Alright, could have been a little bit faster, but
I wish.
still managed to finish that section under 10 minutes. Which is usually what I aim for when I do a tempo this game.
But where did it go?
Yeah, Fable 2 is pretty special, pretty broken. It's really easy if you know what you're doing to get a lot of money and experience.
I was so sure this was it. I had this feeling like we weren't going to be stuck in Old Town anymore.
There's a few money glitch that exists with the game, but none of them are like useful or fast enough for the
I'm sure
the
I
speed
did wish
run.
for you.
Unfortunately.
All right, fine. Welcome to our little paradise.
All right, settle down. There's a nice, angry, stray.
Oh yeah,
dog.
and I guess I could mention this now.
Quiet boy.
So I'm playing the Xbox 360 version. I'm playing the unpatched version of the game for a very specific reason that we'll see in about 30 minutes, I would say.
It did work. Our wish came true. Come on, little sparrow. Wake up. It's all right, doggy. We're going to Lord Lucian's castle. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Right, some of these accept box. I thought they appear, but you cannot actually like accept right away. So you have to wait a little bit.
Evening, Jeeves. Here are the children Lord Lucian asked for.
Excellent. Hello, young masters.
Hello, sir.
It's a pretty slow pace run at the beginning,
We look at
unfortunately.
this castle every day and
I wish I
think
could,
how nice it is. We both
like it gets a lot more interesting
Then
starting at
inside,
the
it's even more
17-minute
beautiful than
mark.
I imagined.
Like for now, we're still stuck
It
in
is quite
the
wonderful, isn't it?
introduction of the game, just setting up the story.
Ah, hello.
On this section, I just don't have much to do, so usually what I do to just mess around is try to stop him from getting through the door.
Oh, in the North Wing. And Lord Lucian hasn't been in there since the tragic deaths of Lady Fairfax and little Amelia.
Alright.
Oh, I heard. That was so awful.
Yes, he misses them terribly.
So, where does he eat?
Actually, he
You can also mess around with these statue armor guys. They're a little bit buggy,
What does he research?
and history
but
mostly.
yeah.
Lucian is quite keen on antiquities of all sorts, but he's chiefly interested in things relating to the Old Kingdom.
There was a trader in Old Town who said his stuff was from the Old Kingdom.
Yes, yes. I believe Lord Lucian heard about that.
We bought a piece of it, and we made a wish, and now we're here.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, when you meet Lord Lucian, you must show respect at all times. Address him as my lord, speak only when spoken to,
Yes, sir.
and do not mention Lady Fairfax or Amelia. Here we are. Lord Lucian, the children are here.
Alright. A little bit more cutscenes to go, and then we're gonna do some fun stuff.
Children,
It's come to my attention that you.
So yeah, the game, you can play this game on Xbox One.
Vanished, my lord. We were winding it up and
The Xbox One version is great because the loading times are a little bit faster. But unfortunately, you cannot unpatch the Xbox One version, so the any percent route of the 360 version doesn't work. But Xbox One is faster for glitchless. And also,
Speak up. What did you wish for?
when I do run of this game, I disable the autosave feature.
Perhaps that could be arranged.
That's surprisingly like it cuts like
Build.
about 2 minutes of the run
Well, I'm working on something wonderful,
by
for which I need
disabling the
individuals with
autosave feature.
talents. Let us find out if you possess them. Would you kindly stand in the circle, please? I promise it won't hurt you.
I'll talk about it a little bit later, but the difference between any percent and glitchless is not that big. It's not that big. It's not glitchless is not too much slower than any percent.
It's true. Your blood. You are heroes.
Heroes.
heroes? You mean like in the old stories?
What are you? Wait. There
My
was
lord,
something
what
here.
happened?
There was...
What's that light?
Quiet! You're heroes, but you're not any of the three. One of you is the fourth.
What's happening?
This isn't what I wanted. But nothing must stand in my way.
No, wait! Don't! No!
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good question. Other languages.
I can't allow you to live.
So I did test a little bit with the French version. I do own the French version, and it doesn't seem to be any different because the way the game is programmed is every cutscene is the same amount of time. So like the dialogue, like it doesn't matter if the dialogue is a little bit faster or not. It's always going to be the same time, basically.
There you are.
Right.
And your faithful friend, too.
So we can mess around again
Many
with the
years ago,
first-person
I promised I
camera.
would help
It
you avenge your
creates a
sister's
little
death.
bit
That day has
some
come.
phony,
Today,
a little
you leave
bit,
the
a little bit
safety of
funny.
this camp and seek out Lucien. The journey will not be easy. There's a chest near your caravan. I've left a few things inside that might prove useful.
Yeah.
Meet me
So
by
the
the
animation are always the same. So the cutscene animation are always the same. So even if they say the line of dialogue are slightly different or shorter or longer, sometimes it's still gonna end up being the same amount of time. Okay, so we're gonna grab the chest, and now I'm gonna keep that potion for selling later. Alright, we have the most annoying skip in the game coming up right now. So I'm gonna explain it after I do it.
Now come with me.
Oops, that's not good. Oh, yes.
Your attacks will
Okay,
be no
cool. Wow, that was really good actually. Alright, nice. Okay, I'm really happy I got that. If there's like one thing I didn't want to miss is this skip right here. So I'm pretty happy. Alright, so what I just did there is what we call the Teresa skip. That skip, like, it doesn't seem like much, but I just saved like 40 seconds right there. And yeah, the way it works is you need to initiate the cutscene a little bit so that the door opens, because the door is closed so you cannot go through. Then you go back out, you shoot at Teresa, and then enter the cutscene.
You will need to jump into that hole to continue.
And then re-enter the cutscene. And what that does is shooting Teresa makes her say a line of dialogue, which delays the initial cutscene. And if you do it right and you get a good amount of speed going into the cutscene again, you will be able to go past her and just skip the cutscene. Because most of the cutscene in Fable 2 like force a slow speed on you. So usually if you just would play the game normally, you would do like this really slow walk across the whole bridge with Teresa talking to you. But we just skipped that by just triggering the cutscene just to get the door open, then going back out, initiating a line of dialogue on Teresa, just to make her talk to delay the initial cutscene. And then if I do it right, I can just go right through. Now, okay, so movement in this game is actually pretty important. I'm gonna be actually playing most of the game in the with the claw grip, and when I'm moving around, when I'm moving around, it's gonna be my index finger of my right hand that's gonna do most of the work. It's gonna be controlling the camera, and it's gonna be pressing the X and Y button to do some weapon swapping. And the reason that is, it doesn't really happen on the world map, but in dungeons like this, there is like what I call slow tiles on the ground that make you go slow. And the only way to reset that is to put out one of your weapons. So if you go over a slow tile, you can then press one of your weapons, and it's gonna reset your speed value, and you're gonna be able to go full speed. By the way, nice floor right there. Don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of standing in the air.
Allows you to shoot faster and with greater accuracy. Will gives you control over the forces of magic.
Another thing that's pretty tricky with Fable 2 is the menuing. Menuing is tricky because it's kind of laggy, and
this place has given you will experience. You need to learn a will ability to activate the
just gonna do it, I guess. Right. So you didn't see much there, and the reason why, when you open the menu, after a certain amount of frames, you actually gain control of the menu, even though you cannot see anything. And the menu is also pretty laggy in general. So, like just right there, even though you barely saw anything, I just did a good amount of inputs just to gain my first spell. Now I'm gonna do a detour to get a potion. That potion is going to be for selling later, because we need a good amount of money and we need it fast. So that potion, we're gonna sell it, and it's gonna give a lot of money. Now to explain quickly the story right now, our powers have been awakened. We can now do some magic and stuff. And we need to go to Bowerstone, but the way to Bowerstone is blocked off because a bandit named Tag is causing all sorts of problem around. So if we can get rid of him, we can get access to Bowerstone again. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. Probably thinking, like DarkLightBoco. Like, this character seems pretty weak. Like, he doesn't even go that fast, and like he swings his arms around and stuff. Like, I mean, my anime characters in my games, like, can go just as fast without even barely moving their legs at all. What's the deal? Well, I got you. I got you covered, guys. Turns out, there's a magic fence that holds unlimited power. The Fence of Glory. I present to you. Alright, cool. I think I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. Get some explaining to do now. This fight right here.
It may be a trap.
Look out! It's an ambush!
So we got a few bandits to take care. The fastest way to take care of them is with 3 fireballs, single target. So I'm just gonna spam that a little bit. Collect orbs. No thank you. So this is pretty much the fastest way to deal with them right now. And there, the stag. Tag. Takes a good amount of fireball. I'm gonna try to position myself so he cannot hit me. I'm not sure if I'm hitting him. I think I do. Oh, okay. Well, that was fast. Okay. Okay. So before I warp out, I'm gonna get this chest because, again, I need a good amount of money. Oops. Okay, well, I will explain just quickly. What I did with the fence is just a animation glitch. It doesn't do anything to speed up the run, it's just something funny to do. But anyways, there's gonna be a good amount of stuff going on in Bowerstone. It's pretty much like in Bowerstone where we set up everything to make this run happen. So I'm gonna get this chest over here for 200 gold. It persists, yes, it persists for the whole game when you're running, when you're swimming, everything. Anyways, so we're selling stuff. I need to be careful to not sell stuff too fast, otherwise it glitched out. Okay, so I don't have enough money yet, which is fine. Usually that I don't have enough money anyways. I need exactly 3,347 gold to buy what I need, or more, obviously.
I'm afraid I will be delayed.
I made sure to not cut corners too much, so I can trigger the warp point and trigger the main story event. And now I need to explain renown points. Renown points is a thing that you need to progress with some of the main story stuff. So I'm gonna get a bunch of them right now because when you first go to this place, all the villagers spawn at the same place. They can either spawn at 2 different spots. Right now they spawn right here near the clothes stall. I'm gonna have to sell my clothes to have enough money, which is good. Have enough money to do what I need, and then this is the difference between any percent and glitchless is we buy a house. We buy a house to do something special that you will see in a second.
I have returned. Meet me by the clock tower in the main square.
This should be right here.
Now use the knowledge you have.
Damn it. Damn it. Stupid laggy menus. Alright, we're good. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump off the balcony, take one step to the left to trigger a warp point. I'm gonna sell my house that I just bought because I need the money for later. And then we're gonna warp back to Bowerstone Market. Okay, so this is why any percent is different than glitchless. So any percent you buy a house. And the thing with houses in the unpatched version of the game is that houses give you a permanent stat bonus. They give you a permanent stat bonus when you sleep in them. And that stat bonus is like permanent for the next time, until the next time you sleep again.
Think about your life.
And the thing about permanent stat bonus is since they're permanent, you can actually sell them for infinite amount of EXP. Because that's the mechanic in Fable 2, you can actually sell your skill point. But since the ability in the house is permanent, you can actually sell it for how much you want.
Bower Lake is in your debt. But to really see the impact of your actions, you need look no further than Bowerstone.
The game is pretty smooth on
It has
Xbox
changed
One.
much since you lived here.
It's really good on
Particularly
Xbox
Old
One.
Town, where you spent your childhood. Never forget that even the simplest
Oh, yeah,
choice can have far-reaching consequences.
If there's any fan of Praise the Sun in the chat, this is the time to do it.
Look,
Spam your
this
emote.
is where Lucian is now. The Tattered Spire. The spire. And now the spire rises once again by Lucian's hand. Lucian found documents which foretold the coming of one who would stop him using the spire. That is why your sister died. And that is why you will face him. The cards have shown me this.
Get away!
Here. Take a look. Each of
Alright,
the three heroes.
okay.
You must find the pilgrim, the mage, and the thief before
We're done
Lucian.
praising the sun now. We have to go. So we are going to warp. This is why I said that I took that one step left when I jumped out the balcony, is to trigger the warp point that I'm warping right now. Also, another thing that was useful about sleeping in the bed right there is I don't know if you noticed, but there was a timer at the bottom of the screen that you have to wait for Teresa, and sleeping in a bed actually like skipped that, so you don't have to wait for it. Bandits. Anyways, the other thing I didn't really say about the game,
You are righteous and focused on the task at hand.
the character is like pretty hard to control in this game. It feels pretty much like controlling a boss.
Why not dispatch
It's
them?
really like slidey ice physic. Takes forever to turn around. But at least with the animation glitch, I can more easily see where I'm facing. And again, like when I'm moving like that, it's all about my index finger that doing all the work with the camera. I'm holding the A button with my thumb, so for run. So you need to hold the A button to go fast.
My son Joey's in
So again, cavern like these are pretty tricky to navigate. Just because there's a lot of tight corridor and there's a lot of slow tiles on the ground, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of weapon swapping. So I did a weapon swapping right there to gain full speed. Gonna have to do it again. Right, was decent. Yes, even in the water. It's truly unlimited power. Nothing can stop us. Right. A little bit of weapon swapping right there. You need to be careful when you're doing it with the crossbow, because if there's enemies nearby, you're gonna shoot at them instead of just releasing your weapon. It was pretty smooth right there. Oops, okay. Yeah, like right there. That really sucks when that happens, because then you're stuck in a roll. Get away. That was a really nice turn. Okay, there you go. Not bad. Except that one part. Alright, now we are heading to Oaksfield. And the reason we're heading to Oaksfield in the first place is just to try to find the Hero of String, which apparently is somewhere close, living in Oaksfield. So we're going to go see the abbot. I'm going the specific route so I can trigger this one warp point to the Sangoose.
The lushest regions of Albion. It owes its fertility to the extraordinary golden oak, which lives for only a few decades before
We're gonna be warping there
golden acorn.
a good amount of
The monks
times.
of the Temple of Light replant this acorn, and as the tree is reborn, so are all the lands and farms around. The abbot is quite nervous about this year's ritual. See what you can find out.
Don't know what you're talking about, guys. This seemed like a pretty normal playthrough to me.
Father, the sacred texts clearly say that only 2 monks may enter the cave, no one else. Ahem.
Ah, hello there, my child. I wonder... Brothers, leave us. Let me take a look at you. Yes, well, prove yourself to me and then we'll talk.
The blessing must go forward if you're to find the pilgrim.
I mean, the fence really is an Easter egg hidden by
You
Peter
must gain the abbot's favor.
Reniner. Like, obviously.
Perhaps you can find a way to impress him in the tower.
Alright, anyways, I'm gonna talk to this bard right here because I'm gonna need some renown point. Again, for upcoming main quests.
How could this happen?
And the reason I talk to the bards right now is so that when I come back here, because I did this, there's gonna be a good amount of
Your map can give you
There's gonna be a good amount of people gathering around the bard, and it's gonna be even easier to get even more renown points. Because again, the renown points are required to advance with some of the main story quests. So yeah, I did that infinite EXP glitch, so I maxed out a few spells. I maxed out my skill tree for the ranged weapon. Oops. Okay. It's gonna be a little skip right here. What I'm gonna do is just walk up a little bit, and I can kill Dash just like this. I have to wait a little bit. Alright, perfect.
actions continue to shape the world.
Really good. So, with the slowdown animation like that, you can usually cancel the slowdown by pressing the RT button, which I just did there. So I canceled the slowdown and then just warped out back to Oaksfield. So if you don't know the game, usually this guy, you're supposed to chase him all the way around the map before you can kill him. So you can see there's a lot of people now. I'm gonna be able to get a lot of renown points, which is good.
Ah, the hero returns! A stupendous success! Jolly well done. Of course, turns out those deeds weren't.
I think this lady is impressed by my posture.
Isn't going to work out quite as planified. Still, at least it's not me who has to rebuild the bridge now. Okay, so I might be broke, but I'll bounce back. Always do. Anyway, here's my trusty thesaurus, as promised. You never know when you'll be caught in a lexicological quandary.
Alright, just a little bit of renown farming right here.
Oh, hello. Haven't you set out on any
Alright, we have enough point. Just gonna move out a little bit and then warp. We have enough renown point to proceed with the main story. We are popular enough for the abbot to trust us.
Now you can go back to the abbot.
It's you. I prayed for your return. I heard what you did in Rookridge. I think you could be of great use to us. Come,
Oh wow, you pushed me, that canceled the skip conversion.
basically, go to the sacred cave and escort the monk to the wellspring of light. The cave is not far.
And we're gonna warp back to the Sangoose again. Whoops, wrong way.
Our first hero awaits us. Even if they do not yet realize it.
When you spin, it makes the cutscene go faster. Just kidding. Alright, I'm actually not doing too bad on time. Only 20 seconds behind my PB. Oh. Alright. Okay, I got away. So you want to get away from Hammer as soon as you enter this cave. And this is going to be an escort mission. Fun, right? So I'm gonna try and manipulate Hammer so that she walks fast through this dungeon. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Right. Starting to this point, there's not much you can do. She's gonna walk slow no matter what. The thing is, my PB also has the Y posing,
This should be
the T
central
pose,
chamber.
so
Wow.
not really.
I've never seen anything like this ever. Now,
Gotta go
according to
fast,
my
but
father,
you gotta go
open
stylish too.
these 3 doors in order to collect the water. Putting weight on the pressure plates will open the doors. This one's the first.
Again. Okay, right here, I do not want to get too far ahead of her. Otherwise, she's gonna walk slowly. Alright, not too bad. Now I'm gonna wait for her in the corner,
2 plates in this room.
because otherwise my dog is gonna get in the way and it's gonna block her from getting to the pedestal.
I stand here so I can catch it. And you need to stand on that one.
Yes, it is. For any percent at least.
There it goes.
I mean, you could technically do it in glitchless, but I mean,
That's nice, that is.
that might cause some debate,
So
like,
far, this isn't too
because
bad.
it's kind of technically a glitch.
Steep bits, but that's it. I really hope they find someone else to do this next time. Mind you, I'll be an old lady by then, so I'm probably off the hook. You know, this is probably going to be the highlight of my life. The day I carried a jug through a cave. Hardly epic poem stuff, is it? Did you hear something?
That's the aiming, by the way.
Probably just my imagination. Don't talk much, do you? Right, I reckon that's all the water we're going to get from this one.
Alright, now there's gonna be enemies. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna kill this Hollow Man as soon as I can. Then I'm gonna wait for Hammer to say our line of dialogue, otherwise I'm gonna have to hear them again later. Alright, now we go. So, level 3 shock AoE is gonna kill them in one shot. So I'm gonna be spamming that move again.
The knowledge and experience of the creatures that you kill.
No, it's just you that I wanted to hit. Or what? Alright, now you go back to the room, wait for her. Then once she's close enough, I'm gonna go near her to trigger the next dialogue.
That was fantastic! That or you're a very fast learner. I don't see any wisps now.
I'm gonna bring Hammer close to the pedestal.
Guess we're safe in here.
You can actually make her stand on the pedestal before you're supposed to, and the door's gonna open, but it's gonna glitch out, so that's not good. And again, right here, I don't want to go too fast, otherwise she's gonna get glitch in the door. Okay. She almost got glitch in the door a little bit, but we're fine.
Right, here's the next one. I'll stand by the fountain to catch the water, same as before. Ah, brilliant. Just have to wait until this thing stops running. You'd think they would have made this jug with a flat bottom in case you want to have a rest. But as it is, it would just tip over, and then where would we be? Oh, bugger, here they come!
Here they come! Oh no! What am I gonna do? Well, for once, I'm just gonna shoot them once.
Shot.
Just wait. So this scene, the way it works is once you kill the first Allman, then the second wave is gonna come. In the second wave, there's gonna be 2 of them. And it's gonna be the same thing. Once you kill the second wave there, where there's 2 of them, the next wave is gonna come. And there's gonna be 3 of them. But you can't just like delay this scene if you just shoot them once. Stagger them to the ground and just not killing them.
These buggers just don't care what you throw at them, do they?
And now the third wave's gonna come any minute now. And obviously you don't want the Hollow Man to attack Hammer, otherwise the percentage meter stop filling. And that's not good for a speedrun.
Back to the central chamber then.
Again, when you're going through this passage, you want to walk, not run. Otherwise, Hammer is probably going to get glitch in the door.
What in the world was that? Are you ready for whatever that
Whatever that was, I don't know. Oh my god. Wow, Hammer, please. Go in the door. She like trigger her dialogue like a little bit earlier than what she was supposed to, and because of that she had a little bit of issue with the door.
back? Who knows what's on the other side? You think he's all right?
Well, anyways, I'm about to do some fighting again. I'm gonna try to go for a 2-controller strat. It barely saves any time if you do it right, but I'm gonna give it a go.
Remind me not to let
Alright, fighting time. Gonna start out with the level 4 shock. I need to mash both controller with the A button to spawn the second player. Ah, shoot. I think I got him. I hope. Because right now, that's the problem with the second player. It's really hard to control the camera. Well, you can't really. You have to press the LB button, which is kind of dumb. I lost a little bit of time there. So I think this is the... Oh, actually, I forgot to equip a spell. I think this might be the last wave, so I'm gonna do a strat. Yes, cool. So that's a quick kill. That was a boss right there, that spawned. You didn't see him, but he was there for a frame.
Several moments. I thank you. You were brilliant. On we go then. This is it. Final room.
So basically, in that fight, the only advantage to having two players is you can cover more ground with your level 4 spells. And then on the last wave of enemies, you can have one player spell a level 5 vortex and then the other player summons a level 5 shock. So the level 5 shock is going to kill all the enemies, and because there's going to be a level 5 vortex, it's going to instantly kill the boss as he spawns, because the vortex is kind of like a lasting hitbox.
Sister Hannah.
Brother Robin? What is it?
It's your father, one of Lucian's
Do
men.
you not have
He's
phones?
holding him hostage at the temple. He's got a gun.
I know that reference.
I have to save my father. Come on, we have to.
Yeah, I'm kind of forced to go slow speed there.
Lucian's agent has come to the temple. Go after her.
Even if you hold the run button, you're just forced in a slow speed. Now, he's got a gun! Oh no! A single pistol. What am I gonna do? But yeah, it's gonna be a scripted scene here. And again, I'm forced to go slow. And the faster I get to the like shrine, the faster it's gonna progress with the cutscene. So if there was a way to actually fix my speed to go faster here, you would be able to save time. But the only way that I found to do that is actually quitting, saving and quitting the game, which is not good. It's not a viable option for many reasons. One being that we disable autosave anyways, because it's faster on the long run. And just like saving and reloading the game is really slow.
I could have stopped him if I...
Yep, you could have. Sucks to be you.
I'm sorry, Father. Not that I broke my vow. I'm sorry I didn't break it sooner. I never did fit in at this place. We both knew that. And now I'm making a new vow. Lucian will die for what he did to you. I won't break this one.
Sister Hannah, the blessing.
You do it.
As new life rises, so shall
I'm gonna perform the
as the
special
sun
blessing,
returns to the earth,
which is spinning on the
so
tongue.
do we all.
Spinning on a corpse. Jesus.
Is that it then? My father's gone. The golden oak is flourishing again. So now life just goes on as before, does it?
The other monks may believe that, but your eyes have been opened.
Where did you come from? Who are you?
Someone who can tell you much about Lucian. Where he is, what his plans are, and how you can gain your revenge. If you will listen.
I want to know everything.
Then come with me, Sister Hannah.
Call me Hammer.
I've taken Hammer to the guild.
Alright. Cool. You can actually cancel these trophy animation with a spell. So I'm gonna do that a couple of times sometime, but not always for a specific reason.
Gathered the first of the three
Now these
heroes, and we are
skip
one step
conversation.
closer to defeating Lucian's plans.
Wait a minute.
The mage waits
I have to
for you.
remember what the
It will
menu we
take
have to do
some
here.
time for Hammer to overcome her grief.
Oops, no, there it is. So yeah, sometimes there's like the option to skip the dialogue, but again, some of them are like misleading, because even though it pops up, if you do it too fast, it won't actually skip the cutscene, and you will be able to you will be forced to watch
This
them,
would be a good time to
which
upgrade
is
your equipment.
pretty painful for a speedrun. It's a
I
pretty
believe there is a
huge
sale in
time loss
Houston.
if that happens.
It may well be
So that's why with the one right there, I like waited for the cutscene to start before I tried to skip it. There's gonna be another big example of that a bit later.
Come back to the guild when you are ready.
Alright, so right now, what's happening with the story? So,
Someone or something
Hammer's
is coming your way.
dad, or like whatever,
I've never felt
died,
anything like
so she decided to come with us to get revenge on with Lucian. Now we're trying to find the hero of Will, which apparently lives in this tower that we're going to. However, bad thing happens. Lucian's guard are also at the tower to get him. Good shot here.
Lucian's
Good
men are
job.
attacking. You must safeguard.
Good hit. So, you know, you have all these enemies, but really, as soon as you get here, all of them dies, so eh. You think I'm scared of you?
You're a freak. Lucian's failed experiment. Nothing more.
You left too soon, Garth. Lord Lucian's experiment was a radical success. You are coming with me.
There was nothing you could do. That was Lucian's commandant.
Oh yeah, if I can help it,
He now controls
fighting enemies are slow, so
an old kingdom with
I'm just
awful
not gonna bother
powers
with
that
it.
talk to Jeeves.
Alright, cool.
Lucian's strength returns ever more formidable, as does his
No, that's not what I
mastery
wanted
of
to
the
do.
spire and the awful machinery. Come back to the guild.
Alright, next up, we need to prepare for the main story that's going to happen. We need some renown points again. Enough renown points to access the Crucible later on. So we're gonna be working on that a little bit on the Bowerstone Market. At the same time, we are going to advance the main story. There's a quest for the main story right here.
So, for 1,000 I could buy a house and...
Alright, so Jeeves is the butler of
well.
Lucian
Another offer.
back in the day.
Dear me, so many inquisitive minds.
And we need his help to get a
So many
map.
who wish to know all Lucian's dirty little secrets. Well, everything you want to know is all written down, and I know where. And here's something else that's written down. My price. Don't let anyone else see it. It's my final offer. Take it or leave it. Lucian's diary is a riveting read, I assure you. I'm sure some private collector will make a nice place for it in his equally private home. Now, unless you've got a proposition, I suggest you leave me to my whiskey.
This is also one of the reasons why we sell the house. Because otherwise we don't have enough money to give him.
I assure you, you won't regret it. I buried Lucian's diary for safekeeping. This is the map to its
Alright, so we're gonna get the map and then I'm gonna head out. Now, since I talked to the bar, there's gonna be a good amount of people here. Just gonna do some trophy grind to get some renown points.
The map will
Alright. I just farted, I guess. That's fine. In the game, I mean. Please. It should be a good amount of renown point. I should not need that much more renown points in Westcliff later. Alright, heading here just so I can warp out. The Static Bower Lake, Gypsy Camp. We have a quick kill coming up. And it's not gonna make sense to people who haven't played the game, and it's probably not gonna make sense either, even if you played the game really. But I assure you, what I'm about to do is a quick kill. I'm gonna just do that. Trigger it out. Spawn in the second player. There's a quick kill with one controller too, but with the second controller is a little bit more optimal, so and there you go. It's gonna be it. And he's dead. Goodbye. Bye bye, troll. Good work. Alright, cool. Yeah, pretty much. This is the Praise the Sun. Any percent Fable 2. Speedrun, speed game.
But it will do you little good without a translation. I trust finding the diary. Bring it back to the guild. Now, bring it to me.
Oh yeah, it's pretty pointless that you have to talk to Jeeve. And as long as you don't talk to Jeeve, the troll is not gonna appear, so...
But your eyes are, you know...
Kind of don't have the choice. But I guess I should explain a little bit about the quick kill that just transpired. So usually the way it works is the troll has many weak points, and you need to destroy them all to kill him. And usually what happens is once you destroy one of the weak points, he becomes invincible for like 10 seconds or something like that. And even if you do a AoE spell beside him, it's gonna destroy one of the weak points and he's gonna become invincible no matter what. So basically,
Meet you by the Bandit Road in Brightwood.
Basically, I found a way to make it so that the flag that tells him that he's invincible doesn't happen. And it's all because of like an oversight of the developer. Basically, when the troll is stunting, like the flag that tells him to become invincible doesn't happen. So basically the strat is, what you want to do is you want to get hit. And when you get hit, he's gonna taunt no matter what. So you get hit to trigger a taunting animation. And then from there, if you're fast enough, you can do a level 4 AoE spell. And that's gonna kill him in one go. So that's why I enter the cutscene with the single character. And then once the cutscene starts, I can spawn in the second player. And by doing that, I know for sure that the troll is gonna attack the first character no matter what. So I can take the second character, get up close real quick, and charge up the level 4 spell.
About time Harper sent us a competent grafter. Call me Ripper.
The setup.
Weasel told you what we're after, right?
So the quick wheel with only one controller is just slightly slower because it involves a little bit more setup. Because you have to get hit and then get up and then do it again. I would say it's maybe about I would say 6 seconds, I think. Because with the second controller setup, you do spend some time spawning the second player. Like when you spawn in the second player, it does take like 2 or 3 seconds before you can spawn it. So there's that too. So right here I'm gonna do a safety time stop right here. By the way, what I'm doing right now is actually a side quest just to get some renown point, and we have to kill this guy to get the points. I'm getting stun locked. Alright. So there you go. That side quest was just to get the 750 renown points. There's actually like 2 sides of that side quest. You can either do the one that I just did, which is the quest called Rest Arvis. And you can do like another quest instead, which is like the good side of the quest, where you actually kill the bandits instead of killing the farmer. Both of them give the same amount of renown points, but the Red Arvis quest is a little bit faster.
There is much in them that may interest you when you have time. For now, press on to Westcliff.
I never liked that, but that doesn't give you the right to kill the bastard.
So we're now in Bandit Coast. There's a whole lot of enemies, but I don't really need to worry about them much. I'm going to have to kill a few of them right here. Just because if I don't kill them, it's there's a good chance that it's gonna slow down Hammer, and I need to wait for Hammer for the gate that's coming up, which is kind of annoying because I'm gonna have to be waiting for like a minute, doing nothing, waiting for Hammer to come. Pretty sure there was one more enemy right here, or not. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. So yeah, this gate right here, I need to wait for Hammer to destroy it. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to skip it. I love this game. So stupid. Alright, Hammer should be coming anytime now. Oh, actually, I need to set up a few spell.
This must be the infamous barricade.
The infamous barricade.
Doesn't look that tough.
Come on, destroy the gate.
What did he get? What? Stand and fight, you cowardly knaves!
Yep, pretty much. I have unlimited power, but I can't even take down a gate myself. Alright, once this this area is loaded, I'm gonna be forced into a slow speed. But what I can actually do is I can use my target level 1 time stop, I mean, to go a little bit faster. I'm gonna grab this chest because I actually need to sell the melee weapon to buy a ranged weapon for later. Right, not bad. It was pretty good. Now there's this lady over here. Now you could just go ahead and just go to the next dungeon, but it's faster to wait this cutscene and then we're gonna shoot at her and then we're gonna run away like a little kid. So if you didn't know the story, she's actually a Balverine. So by waiting the cutscene and then shooting her, we actually, what it's gonna do is, there's gonna be a different dialogue once we enter the upcoming dungeon, and that dialogue is much faster than the one you would get if you would just like run straight through.
Well, I feel right.
Again, I'm gonna do a little bit of weapon swapping just to go a little bit faster. There's a few slow style. That was fine.
Welcome to our home.
Alright, this fight is pretty simple when it goes well. As long as my level 4 Inferno doesn't miss right here, everything should be fine. Let's see. Okay, cool. It should be fine. So next up, I'm gonna charge a level 5 Vortex. I'm gonna wait for Hammer. Once he's done saying this one line of dialogue, I have to wait 2 seconds and then release. There we go. I'm gonna charge another one just in case, because there's gonna be another wave of Balverine. Okay, well, it was a little bit slow there, but that's fine. I'm gonna stand right here, because it's the next spot they're gonna spawn in. There must be something we can do. Release. Now, I didn't mention this, but a lot of the time when you see the little LT button icon, usually you have to press it to move the cutscene, to progress the cutscene faster. Because if you don't press it, yeah, like it just takes longer. Because eventually the story will progress, but it will progress faster if you press the button. And yeah, right there I just equipped the level 5 Inferno and I just did a target spell with it to instant kill the Balverine. And the reason I choose Inferno is because the way Inferno works, the damage of Inferno is like instant compared to Shock. Shock does usually a little bit more damage, but it takes a little bit more time for the damage to be dealt. However, the thing about Inferno spells is they tend to miss often. And that's really annoying. But with the Shock spell, it never misses. So usually when I really I want to make sure to not miss a AoE spell, I'm gonna go with Shock. But sometimes it's just better to go with Inferno. So I have to like balance between the two. Alright, we made it to Westcliff. Next we have the Crucible, but I have to get enough renown point to access. Let's see. What? I cannot open up my menu right now. I don't know why. Okay. Cool. Cool game. Okay. So when I see the sorry, when I see this text box that says that I learned the blow kiss expression, that means I have enough renown point to access the Crucible.
Die, eh? I like that. Go on then. Dog's got to stay outside though.
Like right here, I waited for the cutscene to start before I skipped. I have a bit of shopping to do here. No, wait. Okay, well, too late. That's not the weapon I was supposed to buy, I think. Whatever.
You, the new guy. It's your lucky day. Get your ass in there.
Yeah, but I think the dev like kind of tried to fix the game and then they just gave up. Like they fixed the house glitch and that's pretty much it, I think. Right.
So, here we are, Mad Dog, poised once again at the gates of bloodshed and greatness as another competitor.
So we got the Crucible here. We have a lot of fighting to do. For this first round, there's gonna be beetles. Oops. Gonna use level 5 Vortex. It's gonna take care of them really easily. Wave 2, a level 5 Vortex is also going to get rid of the second wave easily. For the third wave, I'm gonna have to also use some level 3 shock AoEs. So there you go, that's the third wave. And now, that's not gonna be enough to take them all, so I'm gonna have to spam some level 3. There you go. AoE shock. Alright, for the next few rounds, I'm gonna be using second controller strategies. Come on, slow speed. I'm gonna take advantage of the level 5 spells. There's still gonna be Goblin alive, so I'm gonna have to shoot them. Okay, there you go. That's pretty smooth so far. Alright, not bad. Nice, really good door entry. Alright, this round we have Mage Goblin. So AoE level 3 shock is just enough to take care of them. There's a bomb somewhere I have to find. There it is. Oh, a bit too soon. Damn it. It sucks. I'm gonna do, again, level 3 AoEs. Gonna summon in the second player. Gonna move a little bit. Charge some spells. Now there's probably one bomb somewhere. Oh man. Okay, these slowdowns are random. It's really annoying. I like wasted like 5 seconds for nothing. Really annoying. Alright, this is probably like one of the hardest round, honestly. Right, of course that missed. What? What? Yeah, that was weird. I forgot to switch to Inferno. Vortex is not good against them. We have to use Inferno instead. Gonna use my potion right now. But from here, I'm gonna spam some level 4. For some reason, they're not coming. I don't know why. That's great. Except not really. Okay, that was a really bad round. Alright, third wave, we're gonna summon in the second player. We're gonna have to switch and damn it, Inferno, move him. Wow, he's not even dead. Alright, that did not went to plan at all. Also, it didn't help that I bought the wrong pistol. So that threw off a little bit of things. Oh, by the way, the like Jesus pose or whatever is just an animation glitch that I did earlier using Defense of Glory. Round 5 is kind of annoying too. I'm gonna do this level 5 Inferno again, and then there should be only one bandit left, and I'm gonna take him out with the pistol. He's right there. Right on me. I think he's dead. I think. I hope. Okay, cool. Second wave. So Inferno level 5 actually reaches all the way over there, which is good. So I took out 2 of them. Wow. So this is why Inferno is bad. As you can see, it missed him. Yeah, this pistol is not really great. We're gonna get another pistol later, so that's fine, but I mean... it would have been good to have a better pistol for this section of the game. Alright, at least this round went okay.
Fantastic! Let's hope we can keep going for another 3 rounds.
Alright, this round I'm not even going to try to explain it because it doesn't make any sense. It's just a really weird round. This is not gonna go well. I'm gonna explode myself. Yep. I need my potion, please. Thank you. So these guys, we can take them down with Infernos, but sometimes Inferno is really bad and misses like this, so I have to use a pistol instead. And that should be it, I think. Oops. Alright. Decent, I guess. Could have been much better. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be a pistol that's going to be forced upon us. It's the pistol we're going to get in the Tattered Spire, in Lucian Spire. Alright, this is really an annoying round 2. Just because we have to rely on Inferno, and Inferno tends to miss. Also, the spawn of these Balverines are random. Like, this Balverine was just too far away for me to hit. So now I have to take it with the pistol. Alright, this one is there. Okay, cool. It could have been much worse, so I won't complain too much about that. Need to equip. Okay. Shot level 5. Perfect. So we got another quick kill coming up. So I'm gonna do a time stop level 3 before triggering the cutscene. Then I'm gonna do another one right here. And then we're just gonna do a level 5 shock AoE. There you go, he's dead. So this quick kill kind of works the same way as the other one. In the way of is like initial spawning animation doesn't have the flag to tell him that he's supposed to be invincible after taking one of these one of his weak point down. So because the flag is not there, you can actually hit all the weak points at once. So you pretty much kill him before he does anything. Now, right here, if I spam... There you go. If I spam the time stop and... Well, the target time stop and the A button, I can usually skip the trophy animation, which I did, which is good. I forgot to split. Whatever. Not doing too bad on time. Again, I mean for a marathon run.
Fantastic. I listened to the commentaries.
I am about a minute and 45 seconds behind my PB.
Brilliant. Really makes me want to have a go myself. Yeah, all right. Don't get a big head. You won't fit in the boat.
So yeah, from here, like the any percent route and the glitchless route is pretty much the same. Because at this point in the glitchless route, you have access to everything that the any person has for combat purposes. So at this point, the glitchless route is not slower. Alright, so a few things we need to do. I need to do a little bit of trophy grind. That's good. Oops, I forgot to do that. And then I'm gonna be a bad guy, and I'm just gonna kill them. Thank you. Then I'm gonna run away because I feel like it. So the purpose to that is actually I had to wait for Hammer to start this cutscene right here, anyways, which is why I did some trophy grind. And then I killed some people to get some evil points. Because the at the end of the game, there's gonna be like multiple cutscenes, and the dialogue in these cutscenes changes based on your if you're evil or good. So if you're really evil, you can get the faster dialogue, which is why I killed some people there. It's gonna give me just enough evil points to have the fastest cutscene.
Don't worry, I'll look after Furface here, and your stuff as well.
If I would have not killed them there, I would have missed out, barely missed out on enough point to get the cutscenes that I want. There's no difficulty to this game, I don't think. This is pretty much the Fable 2 difficulty, where everything in the end game is just way too much overpowered and really poorly balanced. Like, to be honest, like, there's some part of the game, like, near the end, like, I just don't understand what they were thinking. It's just, like, casually, like, on your first playthrough, like, how you're supposed to deal with all of this without dying once. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, unless you're spamming, like, time stop spell, like, I don't see how someone is supposed to be doing these battle without dying once.
Come on now. If you could see her, you'd understand why. Name's Bob, by the way.
What is that?
What are you waiting for?
I don't just hear it.
I can feel it. What are
This
you
place
waiting
feels
for?
wrong.
I'm trying to go fast, but the game is forcing slow speed on me. Alright. Cool.
Shut it!
The world outside these marvelous walls is a
I need to play Fable 1 someday. It's the only one I didn't beat.
Is absent.
I sadly have beaten Fable 3, and
There is only chaos.
it was really a
Chaos
sad
does not
experience,
punish evil, nor reward
because the game was really trash.
innocent lives short, and we're to accept this as fate. I beg to differ. You stand in the center of a great instrument of change. With it, I shall remake the world, and my creation shall be unrecognizable in its perfection. But my will alone is not sufficient for such a monumental task.
Yep, Fable 3.
Toil, through your labor,
That's a number I really have a hard time pronouncing.
will be transformed. Do not fear the sound you hear, the throbbing you feel beneath your feet. These sensations will soon be as familiar as your own.
You're pretty much right. Fable 1 seems pretty solid
As
overall.
long as your heart continues to beat.
Fable 2 is just weird, but I mean, I had fun back in the day with it. But now that I know pretty much everything about it, and that I spend so many hours learning it, routing it, and speedrunning it, it doesn't interest me as much. It's kind of bland. But I don't know, it's just because I have played it too much or
Morning, maggot.
something.
Welcome to the Spire. Hope you like it, because you're never leaving. Right now, you're in the barracks. You'll eat.
Well, anyways, we are in the Tattered Spire. And the reason we're here is to try to rescue our friend, the hero Will. We're gonna see him in a bit. So I have to wait for him to finish his dialogue before the gates that is right here opens. There you go. So this part of the run is another pretty slow part of the run. There's not gonna be much happening for now.
Hey, it's you.
However, there's gonna be a few things that are gonna be important to pay attention and optimize.
First day too. I must have
Not
impressed
lose
someone.
time for no reason.
Oh, if Lil could see me now. She's always loved the bloke in uniform.
Though I don't think she'd like the mask any more than I did. They look properly intimidating, but I can hardly breathe in that thing.
I don't know how you got here. I know what you are.
So this is him, Gart, the hero Will, that we will try to rescue, but it's gonna be pretty difficult.
Do you?
Frickin' Bob.
Keeps nice and quiet. Anyway, can't wait to write to Lil, tell her all about it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Alright. Report to the commandant. Okay, so I got slow speed right there, and like right now I don't have access to my weapon to fix my speed, but if you use the LB button, which is the first person button, you can actually reset your speed to full speed.
I am the Commandant. You are Recruit 273. That number is not random. It was assigned to you because I have broken 272 recruits before you.
I am obedient. I spin around.
In the chain. You have been brought here to oversee the reconstruction of the Tattered Spire and to serve Lucian as he sees fit. My job is to ensure the obedience of guards like you. You will do everything I tell you, without question. Failure to obey will cause the device around your neck.
So yeah, if we don't follow his orders, we're gonna get electrocuted, which is not good.
Your memories and experiences.
Which is also faster. Slower, I mean.
Continue until you submit. Perhaps you believe you will resist. Some do at first. A misguided sense of personal honor. You must decide, is your honor really that important to you?
Now, if I stand correctly... Let's see if I did. Okay, I did.
Be still.
If I didn't stand in the correct spot, the commandant would have said an extra line of dialogue, which would have been slower, of course. So by standing exactly at the right spot, I was able to just move on with the dialogue a little bit faster.
It is a product of obedience. Let us see how well you have learned. I am going to hit you, and you are going to thank me. Because I tell you to. Now, thank me. Obey.
So again, we're here, we're just going to obey him. Because otherwise, if we disobey him, it's gonna be like a really long animation. So the fastest way to get through this is just obeying for now.
Excellent. Now, beg me to show mercy. You do understand the concept, don't you? Good. You learn quickly. That will be all.
Yeah, for sure, the glowing tattoos were a lot cooler than the Spired Guard uniform. So we're gonna skip the conversation and then we're gonna go quickly to this guard to speed up the dialogue. Then we're gonna go right over here.
Time has little meaning here.
Feed us. Help.
Yeah, the middle finger expression, yeah.
Ah, there you are. Stand here and guard these maggots till I get back.
Would have been perfect, but unfortunately it's slower. We gotta go fast, man. Okay, so there's gonna be a timer right here, but we don't actually have to wait the full timer. We can just disobey for now, and feed the prisoner.
Do not feed the prisoners.
Once we have done this 3 times, we're gonna fade out, and that's gonna skip the timer. We're not gonna have to wait the full timer.
Obey. Let them starve.
You're probably going to die here.
Help us.
Obey. Let them starve.
They haven't fed me since... I can't even remember. Commandant wants to see you.
Alright, so the Commandant wants to see me again. We're gonna pay him a visit. Not sure if I had slowed speed there, so I'm just gonna press the LB button just to be safe.
You ever have any funny dreams? I haven't.
I will make you obey.
So we got Bob here.
I believe you know this man.
Got Mr. Bob.
I order you to be quiet. 268. Shut your mouth. Those who do not obey can be made to.
So I'm gonna optimize a little bit this cutscene. And to do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna face away this guy. And when I'm gonna take the sword, if I press X, I'm gonna be able to quit out the screen faster. Rip Bob.
Kill him.
Rip Bob. That's DLC.
Will make an excellent soldier. Dismissed.
It would be pretty epic if you could be able to glitch your character with the M, C, and A letters. Or Man Bob is dead. Our only friend in the Tattered Spire is dead. Ripperino. Many years later. And by many years later, they actually mean 10 years. That's right, we have been trapped in this tower without our powers for like 10 years now.
Report to the Commandant.
But it's about to change soon.
Construction of the upper tier. Investigates the construction.
Actually, it's even like 10 years to rescue a guy that we don't even know. That's not really even our friend at this point. It's just like some guy that we need to rescue to save the world. Yeah, Voligen. Voligen couldn't be here to help me with the commentary. Mostly, I guess, he was just not available. Which is pretty understandable at this time of the day. Oops.
We meet again, hero. You came to rescue me. But you're no good to either of us with that collar on. There. I've removed it. It took me years to focus enough will to destroy our collars and that guard. I've got nothing left. So when trouble comes, it's up to you. The only way out of the spire is through the Commandant's chamber.
Oh yeah, we're praising the sun.
And let's
we're praising the sun to go fast.
That's the will user.
Alright, we're gonna have some fighting to do, and we're gonna have to hope that our level 4 AoE spell doesn't miss. Which is pretty likely to miss. Right. So the reason my character is glitched in a T-pose like that is a glitch with the fence that I did earlier in the run, like 26 minutes into the run. It doesn't actually do anything to speed me up, but it's pretty fun to do, so I figured I would do it.
Who wants to strike the target next?
Alright, bad luck right here, this guy didn't die. Alright, not getting great luck. I got a good amount of damage right away, which is not too good. I'm gonna need to take a lot of damage during the upcoming boss just to go fast. So I need as much HP as I can. Oh wow, 3 of them spawn. That's rare. There are only supposed to be 2 of them spawning right there. Wow, 3 of them, wow. There's like 2 extra guards that are not supposed to be there. So I'm gonna walk behind him and then walk forward. And the reason I do that is that's gonna make that's gonna make him run faster. Otherwise he's gonna run really slow up to here.
Revenge is just a fortunate byproduct. A new load of recruits is being brought in. Take a look. Now we need to find the Commandant.
Alright, so we have a boss right here. We're gonna fight against the Commandant. The most important part of this fight is right at the beginning. I need the Inferno level 4 spell to actually hit stuff. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be in trouble. So here we go. Let's see. It missed. Alright. Well, missed it. That's not too bad. At least I didn't miss the Commandant, which is the most important part. Wow. I'm gonna have to use a potion right away. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. This fight is really weird. Okay, one more. It's a pretty hot fight. The way it works is you need to kill... No, not him. Okay, there you go. So you need to kill both guards that are spawning, that are spawning before you can actually damage the boss. So that's why I charge a level 5 shock and I wait for the both guards to be spawned
you don't need to protect me anymore. We can use this to reach the docks. Now come on.
Fable 2 knows everything about everything, and it's gonna do what it wants when it wants. If it wants to do weird stuff, it's gonna do it. Alright, so like for example right here, I need to wait forgot to say his line of dialogue before I can just rush to the ship. Otherwise, this trigger right here is not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to leave. Basically, I'm not gonna be able to leave yet. All right, so I guess I'm not doing too bad for a marathon, and for the fact that I haven't played this game in a good while. I did a good amount of practice, kind of, before this marathon, but I didn't do as much practice as I would have done if I would have tried to do more attempts to beat my PB. I'm only like 2 minutes behind my PB right now. Exactly 2 minutes.
Your furry friend is hammer is.
So again, at the end of this let's see.
Meantime, I will
I'm gonna have a trophy again, and I can cancel the trophy if I'm mashing the A button and the D button at the same time. Usually.
Do I have any choice?
There you go. So I canceled the trophy, so that saves like 2 seconds. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, the dog is really old at this point.
If I didn't know better.
Like, you had the dog when you were younger, and then...
You old bastard.
And then years pass, you still had the dog, and then 10 years passed, and then you still have the dog. Also, this dog has red eyes, by the way. I don't know if you can see them.
You did it. You rescued Garth.
A little bit hard to see.
Took your sweet time, all right, but you did it. Kind of hard to when every day someone's whispering in your head about their vision of the hero's safe return. Honestly, there were a few times there I wanted to smack Teresa. Anyway, welcome back. So what was it like in there? As horrible as I imagined? Well, never mind, I'll find out soon enough myself.
We're back in business and I can leave.
I'm meeting someone who might have some information.
We are going... Nope. We're going to warp back to the guild cave to proceed with the story. Now, sometimes I can warp from the quest menu, and that's a little bit faster. But in that particular situation, you can't warp. You cannot warp with the quest menu. So I had to manually go into region and then select the guild cave to spawn. To warp.
I had no idea. If I'd known, I would have.
Yeah, I believe it's 10 years that you have been in the Spire, if I remember correctly.
Sorry it took me so long.
We need to get to my tower. The colors gate there will take us to the thief.
Alright. So now we have the hero of strength. We have the hero of will. We only need to find the hero of skill in the story now. So we think we know where he is, and we're gonna need to use the teleport at the God's Tower to teleport there.
We shouldn't use the front gate. Lucien's men will be expecting us. Follow me. I know another way in.
Right. and nothing that ancient could possibly contain any wisdom.
But like he said, we're taking a detour because there's a whole bunch of Lucian's men around his tower, so we're gonna have to take a different approach. I just don't know how many years it has been from like the childhood and to where you like become an adult. But yeah, I'm pretty sure though for the Tattered Spire, we've been in there like for 10 years. Feels bad, man. No Wi-Fi's. Alright, a bunch of enemies here. I'm gonna do a safety time stop level 2. Now, even though, like a few minutes ago, I was able to kill them with the level 4 spell, it's actually not gonna kill them anymore. I'm gonna have to use level 5 spell to do enough damage, which is really weird, but that's how it is. I used my potion already, that's pretty bad. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. Yep, pretty sure I'm going to die at some point near the end of the run. And there are really not supposed to be that many enemies here, but you know, marathon luck, I guess.
I will need to concentrate to start the gate. I must rely on the two of you to watch my back.
Oh, sure. We'll do all the work while you sit there and think. Let me know when it's my turn for a break, will you? Is that a shard?
Amazing, isn't it?
A sunset's amazing. That thing's a bloody nightmare. They're coming up the stairs. I know that.
Alright, so this is kind of a waiting section. That's wow, 5 of them. This is unreal. This is so stupid. They're only supposed to be 2 of them spawning. Like 3 of them spawning like right there, like happens sometimes, but not too often. Anyways, what we need to do is keep God from getting hit by the Spire Guard. If he gets hit, it's actually going to stop the Call Escape timer, which is bad because I'm losing time. I also want to try to avoid getting any damage, but that's also pretty tricky. So I'm pretty much hoping for the best and just spamming my level 5 shock spells. And this guy is never supposed to happen to spawn, but he did. Thankfully he died quickly. Wow. These enemies are not supposed to spawn here. This guy is not supposed to spawn. And I'm probably going to die real soon. Usually I have at least one potion for the end game, but now not only I don't even have a potion left, I'm probably going to die during this section. Yeah, Fable 2 like really does what it wants, like with spawning enemies. It's just really stupid. And then if you're playing the version on Xbox One, it's even worse. Like there's more enemies, and like these guys right here that I just shooting, these guys actually spawn on the Xbox One version. That's actually normal, but on the unpatched version of the 360, they're not supposed to spawn. There you go. I just died. Fable knows, and Fable doesn't care. Exactly. And again, I don't have a choice to do level 5 spells because level 4 is not enough to kill them at this point. And level 5 is pretty slow to charge. But that's gonna be it for now. For this section, thankfully. I moved in too soon. Great game. Alright. Do I just split for that? No, not yet. More EXP. Problem with that is I'm already maxed out. And I'm still not good enough to fight them. So, not sure how much time I lost there, but I'm still in pace to finish the game within 3 hours, which is pretty much my goal. Like, if I can finish this run within 3 hours, I'm gonna be happy.
Can you hear me?
So my PB for this game is 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 9 seconds. And I think on the next split, the next split coming up are probably going to be, I would say like 3 minutes behind my PB. So I still have 3 minutes to spare to finish this run under 3 hours.
Is it alive? You had a dog with you there, like.
Oh yeah, the I know what you mean, the one-up potion. I forget how they are called, the revival potion, I think maybe. Actually, there was one chest where there was 2 of them. There was two revival potion in there, but I decided just to use them quickly, just to speed up things, because the thing with chests in this game, sometimes you have the option to press X to use them instead of pressing A to like advance the text box. But if you use X, you can go through the text box faster. So usually when I have that option, I usually go for it. Like it saves like 1.5 seconds, I would say. This is Praise the Sun speedrun. Oh, by the way, I just equipped the level 5 Inferno now, because there's going to be quick kills with the Banshees, and that involves using Inferno level 5.
You're alive.
Which is good, but it's also bad because, again, Inferno spells like to miss.
You've made it to Wraithmarsh.
And that's really bad when it happens.
But you're on your own for now.
The good thing though is now since I died and I am in full health. I have all of my HP.
cannot reach you.
which should be good enough to finish this run without dying, I think.
Be wary. The fog here is unnatural. Somehow it dampens the guild seal.
No, but really, for those who missed it, I used the fence to trigger a animation glitch at the beginning of the run. So I've been like running this game the whole time with this bugged out animation.
Something in the marsh is controlling the fog and using it against you. You need to find the source and destroy it.
So yeah, there's gonna be this Banshee here. We're gonna see this boss a lot, and if everything goes well, we can quick kill this boss. So the way it works is you need to kill the minions first. There you go, you got it, cool. So the way it works, the boss is invincible as long as the minions are alive.
So stay on your guard.
So basically you have to kill all the minions, and then the boss become vulnerable.
This used to be okay.
So pretty much we use the infernal spell.
Since I saw it
But when the boss starts, like I try to distance myself from the boss, and then when she spawns her minions, close to me.
and burned it to the ground.
So what happens is my infernal spell hits the minions first, and then it hits the boss right after, because it's kind of like a wave. And so yeah, if the infernal spell doesn't miss any of the minions and then doesn't miss the boss, it's just a quick kill like that. You can finish the fight really fast like that. We have another fight coming up right here in a few seconds.
You're making good progress. You're about halfway through the marshes now.
So same thing here. I'm gonna distance myself just a little bit, charge a level 5 spell, and then I need to hope I don't miss with my infernal spell on the minions. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Then I can cancel this pose by doing a time stop dash.
You're nearly there, nearly safe.
And we're nearly out of here, like Teresa said. By the way, this is another troll, but meh, I don't feel like fighting him, so I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna leave, you know, if I can open the door, that is. Hey, not too bad. I'm only 2 minutes and 25 seconds behind my PB, actually. So that whole sequence where there was like too many enemies spawning like near the teleporter, I only lost like I think 22 seconds. Not too bad.
The town center is over the next rise. The largest house in Bloodstone.
I got stuck on a bird. Okay, so we are approaching the end of the game. But to progress with the story, we actually need to have enough renown points. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna talk to this bard, and then we're gonna teleport and do some side quest to get some renown points.
I will now sing you my latest composition.
All right. Something Marathi, yes. Birds are jerks. Those damn birds. Alright. So we are going to do 3 side quests to finish up the game and get enough renown points. The first one is going to be killing off another troll once again. And once again, this troll also has a quick kill. This quick kill is a little bit more precise. It's pretty easy to screw up if you don't do it correctly. Again, I'm going to do a little bit of weapon swapping to reset my speed. It should be good. Ouch. Church. That's not good. Alright. Again, the fastest strategy for this troll is also using a second controller. There is a way, again, to do it with only one controller, but it's more optimal with two controller. So this is gonna be a level 2 time stop. Gonna step out a bit. I hope I moved far enough. We'll see. I hope this is enough. We'll see. Oh no! Hit it! Okay, that's bad. Rip. That's gonna take a little while, unfortunately. Actually, maybe I can reset this if I run away. Maybe. This might work. I'm gonna try for it. Well, that could work. That's not what I wanted to do, but that could work. Nope, that didn't work. Alright. So this is the really bad thing about missing this. Is he's gonna be invincible for a while. Gonna be invincible for a very long while. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know if I can hit him yet. We'll see. Nope. Oh, yes, I did. Wow, okay. So as you can see, it's pretty bad to miss this quick kill. The reason I missed the quick kill was because the second player was not able to go far enough. And that's because my first player didn't move far enough when I spawned in the second player. So basically, like, the second player was not able to hit all the weak spot. I have to finish. This guy have to finish this beer before he talks to us.
You did it! The smell's gone and business is back. I can finally sell this place. Tell you what, I'll give you a friendly discount if you're interested.
You are now famous enough to use the scary laugh.
Alright, next quest is gonna be killing some banshees again. We're gonna have to rescue two brothers that has unlocked a very evil book. But before that, I need to talk to the bard again. Just so I can get some renown point. And again, same thing as earlier, since I'm gonna talk to the bard now, when I'm gonna come back later, there's gonna be a lot of people do some easy renown grinding.
Good. I just haven't got the energy to pull them out of their ridiculous scrapes anymore. And I certainly have no wish to see this Wraithmarsh place.
Alright, we are going to warp to the Wraithmarsh. Yeah, I think that's it. The Necronomicon. It's hard to pronounce. I don't know. $420. Praise it. Praise the sun. The well. Right. I do have to kill these hollow men, so I'm gonna help that my. Never mind. Of course, the infernal spell miss, like always.
How about this? Help! Help! Yes, all right. Help! I don't want to die. Are they all gone? Thank you. Hey, don't we know you? You looked awfully familiar killing hollow men. The important thing is that it's all over. Well, not quite. Go on, tell him. No, you tell him. The thing is, we found.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about that.
We kind of
There's actually
released a pretty nasty banshee.
there are ways to get out of bounds in this game. You can get out of bounds in this game, but unfortunately, I didn't find anything useful for a speedrun.
If Mother finds out.
The
that reminds me. We should really
out of bounds in this game is pretty weird, and
once it's
it's pretty glitchy. You cannot do much with it. That's the reason why no, wait a minute. That's the reason why it's not useful in a speedrun. Because you cannot, once you're out of bounds, usually you cannot even access your menu or like see the map to see where you're going. You're just like falling into a void, or like a white void, and you cannot see anything where you're at. Oh. Okay, anyways, we have this Banshee again to kill. Okay. I was afraid for a second, but I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, cool. Good. I'm gonna wait a little bit just to avoid an annoying bug that can happen when I go back to Bowerstone. Also, this fight in particular is pretty scary because it's very likely to softlock on you. So I'm pretty glad that didn't happen right there. Alright. We are going to finish this. Okay, no, never mind, it's happening. Okay, I think I'm fine. Ooh. So I don't know if you saw, but there was a guy running down the stairs. That's one of the brothers. So Sam and Max can actually run away from this cutscene, and that's really inconvenient because if that happens, usually I have issues getting the cutscene to happen, but right now it's working fine, thankfully.
Lifetime of worry I've had because of you two. They won't tell me what happened. Did they cause any trouble?
So once this dialogue is over, the quest is going to be over, and since I'm standing beside like a ledge, I'm gonna have actually going to be able to cancel the trophy and jump down. Like cancel the trophy by jumping down, rather. And then I'm gonna be able to do some easy trophy grind. Alright, now I actually need to check out my renown points. I don't have enough at all. So I'm gonna do this again, I guess.
Composition.
This should be enough, I think. Yes. Okay, cool. we can now do the last side mission to give us enough renown point to finish the game. I would say that on a casual level, I hate Fable 2 now. I mean, the only fun that I have now with Fable 2 would be just to like improve my time, basically. Like I had a lot of fun like routing it and trying to figure out stuff to make the game faster. But now like I have a really good time that I'm happy with, so I don't have much motivation to play that much anymore. And sadly, like if you check out on speedrun.com the leaderboard for Fable 2, I'm pretty much alone on this game, like pushing when it comes to like to really pushing any percent speedrun of this game. Like I'll talk a little bit more about the history of the game and how the route evolved a little bit later, because I know I'm gonna have a lot of downtime there. But I can at least, like Voligen, for example, his time is for any percent is not that good at all, but that's just because he haven't done any run. Like he did like 2 no reset run for 80%, and that was about it. He was busy with like real life stuff and other project. It was a pretty recent, by more or less recent runner this year. Okay, was just making sure I had killed all the ops. It was a pretty this year a new runner for the game. Was making like really good progress on the game, but he stopped running it to speedrun other games, which is a good choice. But yeah, the guy is called Unholy Tragedy, if I remember correctly. So yeah, shoutouts to him. Anyways, we had to kill all the ops here. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even know that spawn here. Okay, cool. There is a reason why I did a Inferno spell instead of just shooting my gun to kill the last hub. It's because this one actually dodges your gunshot. So I had to use a spell instead. Murderer indeed. Can I just leave, please? There you go, that's the last side quest of the game. Fable 3, I haven't looked really much into it, but the only thing I heard about the Fable 3 speedrun is that you fart on people to go fast. So that's it, I guess. Fable 3 is also on PC, strangely. Okay, I need to warp here if I can, thank you. Menus are pretty laggy at this point. So I lost a good amount of time because of the troll. So I'm gonna barely be able to finish the game under 3 hours, I think. At this point.
Hey mate, you got
Alright. Yeah, that's a split. We are 4 minutes and 30 seconds behind.
Always a nice surprise to have company. I don't get many visitors to my little coastal paradise.
Yeah, Fable 2
You
PC
must be looking for someone.
would be
Who else
a
could it
train
be?
wreck, I think.
Me. A
Loading time would
celebrity
be like just as fast as the
bound to
Xbox One,
seek out
but
fellow luminaries after
I'm sure like they would find a way to make it even more glitchy.
You didn't think anyone could escape Lucian's spire?
And yes, you can play this on
prance
Xbox
around
One, but
unnoticed, did you?
any percent on Xbox One is slower because you cannot unpatch the game.
No doubt you've heard of my
The any percent for Fable 2 plays on the... What I'm doing right now is on the unpatched version of the game. And the reason for that is in the unpatched version of the game, we actually buy a house to do a infinite XP glitch.
Well, deliver the seal over there to the shadow.
And the way it works, we sell a permanent bonus infinitely to generate infinite EXP.
Just come back and see me when you've dropped it off at the Shadow Court. Tatty bye.
Nice! I just saved 13 seconds. Yay. So if you're lucky right there, when you're exiting this cutscene, you can have a prompt that allows you to open the menu. And you can warp right away. But sometimes it doesn't appear. And sometimes it appears so quick that you like not even able to actually access the menu. Anyways, we're going to the last dungeon, I guess. Well, more or less the last dungeon. That's not really true because we have another cavern in a bit to go through. So there you go. We got all the Banshee quick kills in the run. That's pretty good. That's cool. I think even my PB, I miss one of the quick kill, I think. I missed the very first one, if I recall. So this dungeon right here is pretty hard to navigate as well. I'm gonna make use of my weapon swap to fix my speed. Yeah, could have been better, not too bad. Again, I'm doing this weapon swap to actually fix my speed. And I'm gonna be taking advantage of the second player again, just to clear out these enemies. Should be good. Wow, he didn't die. That sucks. This should be good enough. Yes. With the amount of HP I have, I might die in the next dungeon, but we'll see. Fable Kinect game.
Please, help me.
Alright, so
we were reading from this really old book we
some of the optimization with this route is,
Then there was this bright light.
for example, in this cutscene where we can either keep the seal or give it to Elizabeth. Now, if we keep the seal, it's gonna make the cutscene with Reaver a little bit faster. The dialogue are faster. But keeping the seal also gives us a good points. Like if we would give the seal to Elizabeth, we would be getting evil points. But if we since we get good points, that's bad because we need to be evil enough for to have the fastest dialogue at the end of the game. It is pretty much why I had to kill some people before leaving to the Tattered Spire. It's just so I can have enough points, enough evil points to get these dialogue, because I'm getting good points here to have a faster cutscene with Reaver when I come back.
See my parents again. What? No, you can't do this. Please, don't. Please.
You cannot buy Fable 3 on PC anymore? Oh wait, I took it back. Oops. Oops. Interesting. I don't understand why companies do that. Like, they remove a game just out of nowhere after a few years. And there you go. So even though I'm doing something good here, I'm still gonna have enough evil point to get the dialogue that I want later.
But when the sacrifices stop, we will come.
You are truly selfless. You sacrifice yourself.
What? My A input.
Now Reaver must fulfill his
My A input didn't register. Anyways, with that done, we are heading to the last dungeon and the last boss of the game. Finally.
I imagine your return to Reaver will be eventful. Once we have Reaver, your path
And I'm
leads
gonna
straight to
spin a
Lucian.
little bit more.
There will be no going back. If you have left anything unfinished, now is your last opportunity to resolve it.
We're done.
That's my picture
And you're
now.
sure that it'll look like me? Exactly like you, sir. In 3 months, the picture will be developerized and...
3 months? That's no good.
Yeah, I lose time if I don't keep the seal. Not on the event itself. It's the cutscene right here, actually. What Reaver just said right there. You see, like, it was only one line of dialogue. If I would have given the seal to the girl, like, Reaver would have said, I think, like 2 lines of dialogue. Oops, I didn't skip. What the hell?
Right, I'm leaving. Coming along? I recommend we flee down this rather handy escape tunnel.
Let me go, Reaver, please. Yeah, the protagonist of this game is pretty much an idiot. I don't
think they've been used for about 300 years. Oh, no,
Alright, push.
wait a minute now.
Get out, Reaver. Time to go. Alright, weapon switch to go fast. Maybe doing another weapon switch right here. This turn is pretty hard to make, that's good. Ouch.
If Lucian gets his hands around him, it's the end of everything. Go.
Again, I need to be careful when I'm using my pistol to reset my speed, because if there's enemies around, I'm actually going to shoot at them. And that's not good because I'm stopping when I'm shooting. I think I'm gonna have to do another one right here. No, I think I'm fine. Ouch. Okay, I'm pretty much going to die. Yeah, I'm tempted to... Wait. Gotta take it safe, I guess. Okay. Alright, the final boss might be a disaster. Actually, kill me. Kill me now. Kill me. Hello? No? Fine, I'm just gonna go. Bye. See ya. Wow. Top enemy AI. What? Oh my god. This ending is gonna be terrible.
They're here.
I don't even have any... I don't even have HP left.
Sounded like a massacre. Are all the soldiers gone?
Far away, I hope. I don't know how much more killing I can stand. Balverines and bandits behind every rock.
I did mention this
Everyone I killed, 2 more
a while ago. Like, controlling this character is like controlling a boss. It's really like slow, clunky, slidey. It's really hard to turn corners.
3, 2, 1. And any other lurking nasties in the tunnel will now have a bit of a headache. Which means I've just saved us all.
Good game.
Nice.
Good game.
In a few moments, I'll be sailing away to safety on my escape ship. So, the way I see it, we're even. Toodaloo.
Alright, now I have no idea how this is going to go, but we'll see. And I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm not dead! Yes! Let's go! I'm gonna die now, so... Or not? Come on! Laser beam's gonna kill me though. Please kill me. Yes! That's actually good. That's actually pretty good. It's pretty good that I died like this. All the enemies are dead and then the laser beam just killed me. Which means I have full HP for the last part of the boss fight. So they're trying to find a way to expose a weak spot, and I don't know, their solution is stupid. It's just like, long sustain of attack is gonna bring it down. Alright. It's gonna wait. Alright, weak point. 1 level 5 shock, and then you wait. If you try to do even more damage, you're just gonna glitch the boss, which we don't want. Gonna step back a little bit, charge a level 5 shock, and then they're gonna come at me, and then it's gonna make a quick work of them. Easy peasy like that. Alright. I need to be careful again to not glitch the boss. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Wow. Wow. Thanks, game. So... What? What? Can I kill it? Okay, sure, why not? Whatever. Okay, so that was nonsense again. Okay, so pretty much what happened is I was supposed to do a level 5 shot again to the boss, but Reaver shot at the boss, which triggered a phase change, and because of that I was not able to do a level 5 shot. Now the boss decided to spawn enemies, and usually when you spawn enemies, the boss cannot expose its weak point. But after closing his weak point, it decided to expose it again. So, I don't know, whatever. And when this fight ends, you can like manipulate your characters to go a bit quicker towards the cutscene if you like go grab them like they're little babies. Like you just go near them, like behind them, and just like push them. Anyways, heads up by the way, there's 15 minutes left to the run, and from here it's pretty much almost only cutscene. There won't be any fighting, pretty much. The fighting is pretty much done. That was the final boss.
He wanted to resurrect his family. Probably still does. But
oh, this game.
Gold, he'll buy food until he's full.
This game is total nonsense.
And then he realizes bread isn't the only thing for sale.
Now we can begin. Stand in the center. You represent.
So I'm looking at my split and
strength, skill, and will. Together you will call forth the great weapon.
I'm gonna barely miss the sub 3 hours. That's really disappointing. That makes me really sad.
Do what exactly?
Alright, so you guys, you should, you know, prepare your Bible thumbs. Just saying. Prepare the Bible thumbs. You're gonna need it.
Bloody hell. That hurt.
I agree.
Well, I did enjoy making that pretty light with you, but with that done, what happens now?
I don't know.
We crossed beyond the far edge of my knowledge when he stepped into the center.
We're also going to have a vote, by the way.
Well, this can't be good.
We are either going to kill the animals or save the animals. And I'm not kidding. We actually going to do that.
Heroes. Enough power to build a new world, and you waste it trying to save the old one.
You're Lucian.
Open your eyes, Lucian. The ruins of the old kingdom are all around us.
And soon they will be buried under the new kingdom. And you're looking at the new king.
Pretender. Your fall will be hard indeed.
Deal still stands, Lord Lucian. That King Lucian.
Oh, Reaver, will you shut it?
In fact, you can have these people for free.
And so I shall. And you as well.
Where is she?
Your fortune-telling friend?
What have you done to her?
I merely listened. I should have gone out into the dark and found your body that night. But I was hasty. I let the bloodline flourish. And you have flourished. But this time is different. The last of the heroic blood will flow out onto this hilltop.
Bible thumb.
Pitiful creature. Misguided and weak. The last time I killed you, it tore my heart out. course, you're only a child. But then, so was I.
Death is not your destiny today, little sparrow.
So there it is, guys. Do we save the animals to go slow? Do we want to go fast and kill them? Leave the dog dead to go fast. What do we do?
Come on, little sparrow, wake up. Mum and Dad have gone out. You've missed saying goodbye. Come on, get up. It's beautiful outside. Come on.
Hey! Frame perfect skip. Let's go. Just kidding, not really. So, yeah, I think a lot of people like just don't know that you can actually just skip this whole section just by sleeping. By the way, at least I am thankful that my game didn't crash at the final boss. Because I did do a run of this game a few years ago for a marathon called Scrubbutton 3, I believe. I believe it was the 3rd edition, I think. Anyways, my game crashed there on the final boss, which was quite something. Alright, cool.
Castle Fairfax looks so nice in the snow. If only we could live there.
Perhaps that could be.
Anyways, I think I could take this time to try and talk about it a little bit with my history with this game. I first got involved like routing this game back in either 2012 or 2013 in the summer. And pretty much I just did some research, I did a quick route, and I did like one run, and that was it. I got the run of like 3 hours. No, actually, was it 3 hours? Yeah, actually it was. It was 3 hours and like 47 minutes or something like that. And that was pretty much it. Like, I didn't even have any capture card back then. I was just like doing runs on my own, like trying to get into speedrunning. Like back then I was mostly like trying to get good at like old video games. I was starting to collect them and stuff.
You will make an excellent soldier.
So years have passed, and
dismissed.
In 2014 I got back again with the game, and I started routing it again. And I got in contact with a Voligen, which was because was also like starting to route the game, funny enough. And we got together and we did a lot of routing for the game, like within a week. And like I'm really thankful for his help, because if it wasn't for him, like I would have never pushed this game as much as I did. And yeah. And with all that routing, I was able to complete a run with a time of 3 hours and 10 seconds.
And the means to destroy him.
Which is quite slower than my current PB. But this PB that I have is actually, I got like earlier, like super early into this year, and that's mostly because I routed the game again and I just got better in general, so I caught like a lot of time of my run. Right, cool. By the way, quick optimization right here. If you press LB button, you can actually fix your speed right here again. So you save like 2 seconds.
Power is astounding. Twice you've cheated death. Yet your abilities are trivial compared to the infinite power of the Spire, which will soon be mine. Now.
Except it's not time to sleep yet. The run is not over.
What? What is that? What are you doing? Do you think a mere trinket will save you? Do you think anything can? Stop. Think about what you're doing. I will put an end to chaos. Stop now, you fool! You insect! I order you to stop! Flee!
Oh, actually, this is the real final boss of the game. It's really, really technical heavy. It's really tech heavy. He's dead, by the way.
Oh, I thought it'd never shut up.
Lucian's dead. So, what
Yeah, but-
happens now?
It is time
Oh, by the way,
your gift for saving the world.
sad thing to notice is this childhood section
Still has the power to grant
actually
one wish.
remove
Yours.
our little
Come.
funny
Take my hand.
fun glitch of praising the sun.
Don't be afraid.
That's pretty sad.
You stand in the heart of the spire, as the Archon of the Old Kingdom did thousands of years ago. Now it is your turn. Make a wish, but choose wisely, for it will affect all of Albion. Sacrifice.
Alright, so
You may choose to revive all those who
can
died.
either save the dog, which is slower,
It is a selfless
and I'm not kidding, it's actually
The
slower,
only reward will be the gratitude of Albion.
which is this,
Love.
saving the dog,
Those
doggo,
dearest to
doggo,
you, even your faithful dog,
or
will be restored to life. But
we can
their
go
lives come at
fast,
the cost of the countless
super
innocents
fast,
who died in building the spire. Or
and rich,
more
Yes.
gold than you can imagine to spend on whatever
going
pleases
fast, going
you.
fast,
But any you loved,
yes.
and all the spire's prisoners will remain dead.
Saving the
Will
dog,
not witness your
Doggo?
newfound affluence.
fast,
What will you choose?
doggo? Nah, just kidding. Oh, what?
So be it. When you return to land, you will find wealth beyond the measure of
Fast money.
Those who might declare you selfish or callous will be able to do little, but bemoan their losses and seethe with envy.
Rip Frakersy.
We heard
Alright, now the only thing I need to do is spin around for the next 3 minutes,
And the world will bear
and
its
we're gonna be good.
Excellent choice. I'd have done the same.
Anyway, while this is going on,
Reaver agrees with
I
you.
guess I can say
Is
some
that how low you've sunk?
final words to wrap up the run. Thanks everyone for stopping by, honestly.
So be it.
But
this,
I wish I would have prepared a lot more for commentary this run. I was not expecting it to be so hard to explain everything, every little detail about this run, especially since I was alone and I didn't have a co-commentator. And also just because in general my English is not that good, so I like struggle sometimes to find the words that I want to use. But it was really fun to speedrun this game for you guys.
It's nothing like that.
Trust me, I'll find the exciting bits.
Fine, but stay out of my way.
And yeah, if there's anyone that, if you, anyone have any interest in speedrunning this game, like just come in contact with me. Like you can ask me any question
I want to go north.
if you need,
Study with those warrior monks.
either like by my Twitter,
I was so
my
sick of
Discord,
avoiding
or
violence.
leave a comment on
Now
YouTube,
I'm sick of
whatever is best for you.
Goodbye, hero. I simply can't thank you enough.
Hopefully that was at least entertaining, the trolls and the little glitches.
Sojourn back to Albion. I have an obligation to some friends in Wraithmarsh.
Man, I'm gonna barely miss the
I had my doubts about
3-hour
you at
mark.
first.
So
I'm
sad.
glad we met, and we shall meet again.
We have about like 1 more minute of cutscene right here.
Guess I'll leave Albion to you. Not like I can do anything about it. You did some amazing.
The time is going to be
Shame
when
about all
the
rotten
screen fades to black.
I guess this will be our last goodbye. Take care.
Gonna be
of
pretty
yourself.
soon, in a few seconds.
Farewell, Hammer.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And now it is time for
Thanks
you
a lot
to
for the
leave.
support.
The world is yours to enjoy.
It's been pretty
The
fun.
spire is mine.
Be gone and split. Wow. So yeah, on my end I have like 3 hours and 13 seconds, which is actually 3 seconds slower than my PB that I had like 3 or 4 years ago. No, like maybe a little more like 3 years ago. And that record that I had 3 years ago like lasted until like it's been like world record for like 2 years because I haven't been playing the game at all, so that's pretty sweet. Thanks a lot, guys, again. Not much for me to say, so I'm just gonna sign out. So enjoy the rest of the marathon. A lot more games, cool games to show off. There's Final Fantasy 2 coming up, and also Final Fantasy 13-2, I think, or is it Final? I don't remember which one it is actually. Anyways, peace, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time.
Alright, thank you very much, DarkLightBoco, for that awesome run of Fable 2. The only regret I have is that we didn't save the dog.